Hello, everyone. I'm writing this petition, or I'm starting this petition because I recently purchased a used vehicle for my son. And now I know a used vehicle is just that, it's a used vehicle. However, I found out the hard way that while living in the state of Texas, that as a consumer, we have no legal recourse for a vehicle purchase that's used. Um, when that vehicle turns out to be a lemon. And I'm not talking about we've had this vehicle for months upon months upon months. No, this thing broke down within, I'd say, 5 days of us purchasing it. And yes, when I called and asked for help at this dealer, I was they immediately hid behind Texas law that says there is nothing they can do for me. A used vehicle is a used vehicle and is purchased as is. When I pushed a little further, I was told that, you should have had a mechanic check this thing out. Well, yeah, sure. I took the vehicle to a mechanic, they inspect it, and they come back and say, well, everything visually looks good. The only way any mechanic would have known that this vehicle actually had a cracked head on the engine would have been to do a compression test on it, which means I would have to drop it off overnight and leave it there overnight so that they can run it and run compression tests on it. And it's a pretty invasive test from what I understand. I mean, I'm no mechanic, but there is no way while test driving a car that belongs to somebody else, am I going to be able to take it to a mechanic of my choice and have them do a compression test on it? That's just ridiculous. If I owned a vehicle and was trying to sell it, and somebody says, "Well, I need to take your vehicle overnight to my mechanic and have him do all sorts of invasive tests to it," I'm going to refuse. However, I will not sell a vehicle that has a cracked head gasket on it. I mean, suffice it to say, my car is probably going to be sitting in my driveway for a while until I either find a place where I can donate it to a vocational school or something and eat the loss, um, or whatever. I mean, there's nothing I can do with this car. It's not safe to drive for my kid. I've already pumped about $1,000 into trying to repair it, and so far I'm at $5,500 for the purchase of this car that we cannot use. And now, thankfully, and I am one person that can absorb the cost. I'm gainfully employed, and I can absorb the cost of $4,500 plus 1,000 for repairs, um, without too much heartache. But I don't think many people, or the vast majority of people, that are buying used cars are not people that can afford the loss or absorb the loss, especially if they're trying to purchase a car for use to go to work or to pick up and drop off kids to school. This is ridiculous. Now, many states in the United States have lemon laws. They have laws that cover used vehicles for 30 days after purchase. And these laws are they're there to protect the consumer. Now in Texas, I found out that we have a 30-day lemon law, but it only covers new vehicles. Well, what in the world would I need a lemon law for a new vehicle when a new vehicle comes with a warranty? A new vehicle comes with a brand new factory warranty. So why would I need a lemon law? A lemon law should cover used vehicles. It should protect consumers, and that's why I'm starting this petition. Um, I can take a loss of 4,500 bucks, and I would really rather not see anybody else incur this. It's really demeaning to me as a consumer, as a person. When I call the dealer and I ask them to do the human thing, I didn't even ask him to take the car back. I said, help me out with this car. Let's cut the losses. Let's at least share the loss. I'm not demanding a refund, a full refund. Let's figure out, I spent $1,000 on repairs, which even with the repairs, the vehicle is still not safe. So I said, well, at least credit me back for the repairs. I'll give receipts. You guys credit me back for the repairs. And they refused. They hid behind Texas law. It boils down to these dealerships know that we have no legal recourse whatsoever when you buy a used vehicle. They know this. And it's rather ridiculous that unscrupulous used car dealerships can do this. Now, I know all used car dealerships are not bad, but there are many bad actors here. And since we live in a place where we get hurricanes, we get floods, we get all sorts of severe weather, whether it's super hot or sometimes lots of water, lots of vehicles can end up damaged without the damage being readily visible or apparent. Even to the best trained mechanics might not be able to see a piece of damage in a car. and you, the consumer, will buy this car and think you got a good deal. And when you go home and 2, 3 weeks later, you're stuck on the highway. You're the guy causing the traffic jam because your car just stopped and it refuses to go. And I just don't think it's fair. It really is not fair to human beings. It's not fair to consumers living in Texas, hardworking people that go to work every day, buy cars for their children or buy cars for themselves to go to work, end up having to foot the bill for dealerships selling trash. I urge you to sign this petition, and I urge the state of Texas to do something about it. Now, I understand I will never recoup that money I spent on my son's car. Never. And it's okay. I'm totally aware that this is never going to happen. But I really hope the state of Texas steps in and looks at other states and the model they adapted. For example, in Ohio, I used to live in Ohio, there's a 30-day lemon law that covers used vehicles. It helps out quite a bit. Meanwhile, in Ohio, it snows and they have severe weather there, and you drive your car and leave the lot, and if in a week you find out that you have a cracked head, a cracked block, the dealer has to take it back, or at least make things right. So, Texas, come on, where are we? Let's let's protect the people that live here. Let's protect the people that are actually driving this economy. Thank you.